What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wisconsin Living. Thanks for tuning in as always. So for today we've got a video on this piece of equipment, this bad boy right here. It's called the Big Easy and it's made by Char-Broil. And well, let me rewind a little bit. Happy belated Thanksgiving. It's our Thanksgiving here in our household today. We got everybody here, myself, my wife, and the kids, and we thought we'd try a different way of cooking the turkey this year. So after some careful research, we decided to pick this thing up, and this is literally our first time using it. This is the box that it comes in. Give you a little 360 around it, and then I'll tell you what it is, because most of you probably have no idea what it is or what it does. So other than, you know, obviously if you read the title, it's a turkey fryer. That's what we bought it for. Also to do our we'll be doing our chickens in it as well. I'll make another video on our I'll throw a Cornish cross in there and cook that up as well and see how it turns out. So look forward to that in the future. But what this does is it cooks your turkey without the aid of oil. So it's a much healthier alternative to deep frying your turkey or cooking it in an oven where it's going to be sitting in all the fat and the drippings. This has a grease catch underneath, so as it cooks and heats up and all that fat starts running off, it naturally collects down below, and I can show you that later. But so to read the description on the outside, it's for food that's crispy on the outside, moist and juicy on the inside, with no hot oil to burn, splatter, or spill. True infrared makes frying a turkey a snap. It's safer, less expensive, and less messy. And that's a big part of why we bought this rather than deep fry the turkey. Deep frying is very expensive with all the oil that you have to purchase, and then usually it's only good just for the one time, and then you have to discard the oil, so it's quite an expense there. And then not only that, it's not nearly as healthy as obviously cooking without oil. And if we can eat a little healthier in our house, I'm all for that. So it comes with a cooking basket, food thermometer. It did not come with an outdoor cooking guide, at least mine didn't. The drip pan with the disposable liner, I mentioned that. It does not come assembled. It took about half an hour to assemble it, which wasn't too bad. It was a little irritating that the assembly instructions didn't come with it, but I figured it out. So that's a 360 around the box. So that's enough of that. Let's go outside and take a look. So let me see here. I've had the turkey in there now for about half an hour. This is brand spanking new, out of the box, just assembled. There's a turkey in there. It comes with a meat thermometer. I've got that inserted all the way down into the breast. One key point is if you do purchase one of these, make sure that you put the legs down. I'm not sure why, but that's just what the manufacturer recommends, that you cook it that way. So remember, legs down when you're cooking your turkey. This is the igniter here. This is the heat control switch here. Basically all I did, it fired up on the first try. So it runs off of LP, obviously. So obviously I hooked up the LP, opened up the valve, and then I came over here and cranked her up wide open, and then one click on the igniter and she lit right up just like that. So she's been in here for a little over half an hour. This particular turkey is a little bit over 12 pounds. Not really sure how long it's going to take. The outside temp right now here in Wisconsin is, well, it's probably around 30 degrees, I'll say approximately. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a reflective lid. I've got that hanging on one of the handles here. But you use this, when you put the lid on, it acts as a reflector and it reflects the heat back in, so it cooks at a much higher rate once you put that in. I'm going to put that on, I should say, at the end, towards the end of the cooking process, just to brown up the skin. What else? The grease. Okay, so it's obviously it's in a basket. I've already got the turkey in the basket. So it also has this liner, this removable liner, that I'll pull that out after it's done cooking and cools down. That'll get washed. You can actually see the flame. There's a ring all the way around, I'm assuming. Flame over there. It feels really nice standing above it. I'm standing above it, looking down in it. You know, like I said, it's 30 degrees outside, so it's kind of it's nice to sit over it and see your food cooking, feel the warmth of the fire, and it's just nice, the whole experience of cooking your food outside. You know, I can see my breath right now as I'm shooting this. It's just awesome, man. It's my kind of thing. You know, it might be really rednecky for some folks, but for me, it's just, you really can't beat it. So, so far so good. It's browning slightly. We'll see how it comes along. Obviously, it's nowhere near done, but I'll probably cut this clip short right now. We'll check on the progress of the turkey later, but for now, I think I've covered just about everything. We're running late here on our Thanksgiving. Didn't get this in till late. The good part is that these cook the turkeys really fast, so we're lucky there. I've got this baby cranked wide open, and I'm hoping that within 2 hours of me putting this in, that this will be done. Got my fingers crossed. I have to get the I need the meat thermometer to say 165 on it for me, and right now it doesn't say that, so it's not even registering actually. So keep an eye on that, and then we'll come back. I'll come back and check in with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so we're back. We're almost at the hour-and-a-half mark. I'm about 5-10 minutes away from the turkey cooking for an hour and a half. I want to take a look at it with you. The skin is crisping up on the outside. It's getting a little bit of color to it. The smell a little bit of turkey. You can see also that the temp is coming up on it. Not sure where it's at, but it's not even at the 140 mark yet. So we definitely have a ways to go. I'm thinking about throwing the lid on for a little bit, but I'm kind of a little bit leery of doing it because I don't want to get the skin too crispy. It seems to be getting crispy pretty well on its own, even without the lid on it. Maybe I'll let it cook another half hour as it is, and then check back on it, and then maybe throw the lid on it then. But pretty cool, man. It's a cool experience being able to see your turkey cooking right before your eyes, man. Outside, in the outdoors. It's just something primal about it, man. I just love it. Definitely my kind of deal, that's for sure. You got all the smells, the sounds. Got a little bit of a light drizzle coming down. I've got this just under the eave of my house, so it's out of the rain. So yeah, so far so good. Come back and check on her again in a little while. Okay guys, back again. We're now at the 2-hour mark, I believe. And turkey's browning up nicely. I think with the temperature now, because it is so cold outside, I'm going to go ahead and put on the reflective lid, try to speed this up, and hopefully get this baby done sooner than later. Smells nice. Not super turkey-y yet, but it's getting there. Temperature is coming up, but still needs to come up quite a bit more. So we'll put the lid on and get this thing cooking a lot quicker, because it's been here 2 hours now, and I was hoping to have it done by now, but it's not. But I think with the biggest problem is that the outside temperature is so cold that it's really slowing down the whole cooking process. If it were, you know, 60, 70 degrees out, it'd be quite the difference, but it's not. I'm cooking outside in the elements, and it's the end of November in Wisconsin, so obviously it's not going to be anywhere close to 60 degrees. Like I said, it's probably dipped down below 30 now. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the 20s. Didn't check, but it's definitely safe to say it's probably in the upper 20s right now. Upper 20s Fahrenheit. Got a ways to go yet. We're going to see how putting this lid on speeds things up. Hopefully it helps dramatically. We'll wait and see. Check back in. Oh, we'll call it half an hour. What's up guys, back again. We're at the 3-hour and 15-minute mark now, and just took a look at the temperature. It's at 170, so I'm going to call it good on the turkey. So 3 hours 15 minutes, and this turkey was this turkey was 12 pounds and 3.9 ounces. So 3 hours and 15 minutes. I definitely should have put the lid on earlier. So I learned from my this experience. So cooking outdoors in this colder temperature definitely slowed the cooking process substantially. So in the future, during the winter months, I'll put on the lid earlier to hold that heat in and speed this up, because I know it definitely would have been cooked a lot sooner had I put the lid on earlier than at the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to pull this turkey out, and then I'll do one final clip on what it looks like. Alright guys, back again, got the turkey inside, and it is picture perfect. Perfect golden brown. Skin is very crispy. Oh, the steam's coming off it even. The juices, just when you touch the skin, the juices come out. I mean, it looks to be cooked to perfection here. I'm going to take a, how do you want to hold this?
Camera?
Yeah. Keep it on the turkey. I'm going to cut a piece of the breast. Just kind of show them. Perfectly cooked. Meat is tender, not dry at all. It's a nice healthy white. Looks absolutely perfect. Smells really good too. So this is actually probably the best looking turkey I've ever cooked in my life. We're all ready to dig in here. 3 hours 15 minutes for a 12.39 pound turkey. Looks absolutely perfect. I'm sure it's going to taste as good as it looks. So there you have it. That's our first try using that. Hope you guys found it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And are we glad you tuned in? Oh, you betcha. See you later, guys. Take care.